The darkest hour is just before the dawn. Many of you tonight are standing at the edge of your breakthrough, but you can't see it because of the darkness surrounding you. The challenges feel overwhelming, the obstacles insurmountable, but I declare to you tonight, you are closer than you think. Every great achievement in human history came after moments of near defeat. Every success story contains chapters of struggle that almost caused the protagonist to quit. I stand before you with one message burning in my heart. Don't quit now. I've witnessed countless individuals abandon their purpose just steps away from victory. They climbed the mountain, endured the harsh conditions, overcame countless obstacles, only to turn back when the summit was just beyond their view. The tragedy of life is not failure. It's giving up when success was within reach. Tonight, I want to plant a seed in your spirit, a seed that will grow into an unshakable conviction that you must persist. You must continue. You must press on, because your breakthrough is closer than you think. Persistence is the common denominator among all successful people. It's not talent, though talent helps. It's not resources, though resources are valuable. It's not connections, though they can open doors. The one quality that guarantees eventual success is the unwillingness to quit. Think about water, gentle, flexible, yielding water. Yet water can cut through solid rock given enough time. Not because of its strength, but because of its persistence. Water never quits. It finds a path around obstacles or slowly erodes them. Be like water. I've studied successful people for decades. The difference between them and others isn't that they don't face obstacles. They face the same challenges as everyone else. The difference is their response to these challenges. While others see obstacles as reasons to quit, successful people see them as problems to solve. Persistence isn't romantic. It's not exciting. It's showing up day after day, especially when you don't feel like it. It's continuing to take action when results aren't immediately visible. It's having the discipline to stick to your purpose when novelty has worn off and difficulties have set in. Remember, persistence transforms average people into exceptional achievers. It turns dreams into reality. And most importantly, persistence is a choice you make every single day. We must understand the true nature of success. Many imagine success as a straight line upward. This misunderstanding causes countless people to abandon their path when they encounter inevitable setbacks. Success is never a straight line. Success is a winding road with ups and downs, twists and turns, mountains and valleys. Success resembles a spiral staircase. From below, it looks like you're going in circles, but from above, you can see you're climbing higher with each rotation. The journey to success follows a predictable pattern: enthusiasm, encounter with difficulty, disillusionment, choice point. At this choice point, many quit, not realizing this is precisely where the lessons are learned that enable breakthrough. Every setback contains the seeds of an equal or greater comeback. Every problem contains the elements of its solution. What appears to be failure is often necessary preparation for success. There's another critical truth. Success requires seasons of obscurity. Just as a seed must develop unseen underground before breaking through to the sunlight, your dream develops roots in darkness before manifesting visibly. During these seasons of obscurity, it feels like nothing is happening. You're putting in effort with no visible results. This is where champions are separated from quitters. This is where character is formed. This is where you develop the strength needed to handle the success that's coming. If you're in a season of obscurity tonight, rejoice. It means your roots are growing deeper. It means you're being prepared for sustainable success. It means you're closer than you think. Let's talk about obstacles. They are not your enemy. They are your friends disguised as enemies. Obstacles are necessary for your development. Consider the butterfly. If you help a butterfly out of its cocoon, thinking you're being kind, you actually doom it to death. The struggle of breaking through the cocoon is what forces fluid into its wings, giving it the strength to fly. Remove the struggle, and you remove the capacity for flight. In the same way, the obstacles you face are developing something in you that will be essential for your future success. They're building your character, refining your methods, clarifying your vision, and testing your commitment. The size of your obstacles reveals the size of your potential. Small people face small obstacles. Big people face big obstacles. If you're facing massive challenges, it's because you have massive potential. Here's a powerful perspective shift. Obstacles don't block the path, they are the path. The obstacle is the way forward. The problem contains the solution. The question contains the answer. When you face an obstacle, don't ask, why is this happening to me? Instead ask, what is this developing in me? What am I learning here that I couldn't learn any other way? Many quit because they misunderstand the purpose of obstacles. They think obstacles mean they're on the wrong path. Usually the opposite is true. Significant obstacles often indicate you're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to do. Remember this principle. The greater the opposition, the greater the opportunity. When resistance increases, it often means you're close to breakthrough. Just as a rocket requires maximum thrust to break free from Earth's gravity, your dream requires maximum effort to break through opposition. Do not fear obstacles. Welcome them, study them, extract their lessons, and keep moving forward. One of the most dangerous ideas in modern culture is the myth of overnight success. We see someone achieve something remarkable, and because we weren't present for their years of preparation, practice, and persistence, we assume they got lucky or had special advantages. There is no such thing as overnight success. What appears to be sudden achievement is always the result of consistent effort over time, often invisible to outside observers. For every overnight success you admire, there are years of unseen work, countless failures, moments of doubt, financial struggles, and persistence through obscurity. The iceberg principle applies. What we see is just the tip, with 90% of the journey hidden beneath the surface. This misconception about success leads many to quit prematurely. They work for a few months or even a few years, and when they haven't achieved their desired outcome, they conclude something is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Success takes time. It takes approximately 10 years to become world-class at anything. 10 years of dedicated practice, learning, adjustment, and growth. Are you willing to give your dream 10 years? Most aren't, which is why most never realize their full potential. Don't be discouraged by this timeline. The journey itself becomes rewarding, and breakthroughs can happen at any point along the way. But understanding the true time frame of achievement will protect you from the disappointment that leads to premature surrender. Success is less like a sprint and more like a marathon. Pace yourself. Be patient with the process. Celebrate small victories and keep moving forward, one step at a time. During challenging seasons, vision becomes your lifeline. Vision is not just a dream or a goal. Vision is seeing the invisible. It's the ability to see your desired future so clearly that it sustains you through present difficulties. Without vision, people perish. They lose heart. They surrender to circumstances. They settle for less than their potential. But with vision, ordinary people accomplish extraordinary things. Your vision must be bigger than your obstacles. When your vision is compelling enough, it pulls you through difficulties that would otherwise make you quit. It transforms "I can't" into "I must." Here's how to strengthen your vision during difficult times. First, revisit your why. Why did you start this journey in the first place? What difference will it make? Who will benefit when you succeed? When your why is strong enough, the how takes care of itself. Second, visualize the end result daily. See it, feel it, experience it in your imagination. Your mind cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and an actual experience. Use this to your advantage. Third, surround yourself with reminders of your vision. Create a vision board. Write your vision statement and place it where you'll see it daily. Immerse yourself in stories of others who have achieved similar goals. Fourth, share your vision selectively with supportive people who will reinforce your belief when you're struggling. When obstacles arise, don't lower your vision to match your current circumstances. Instead, raise your actions to match your vision. The size of your vision determines the size of your life. Remember, difficulties come not to obstruct, but to instruct. Every challenge you face is preparing you to handle the responsibility that comes with the realization of your vision. Your vision may take longer to materialize than you initially hoped, but if you persist, it will come to pass. And it will be worth every struggle, every setback, every moment of doubt. Let me share 7 critical principles that will help you stay the course when everything in you wants to quit. First, maintain perspective. Most challenges that seem insurmountable today will be mere memories tomorrow. Time has a way of reducing mountains to molehills. When you're tempted to quit, extend your time frame. Ask yourself, will this matter 5 years from now? Usually the obstacle won't, but quitting will. Second, focus on progress, not perfection. Perfection is the enemy of progress. If you demand perfection, you'll always be disappointed. Instead, aim for consistent improvement. Are you better today than yesterday? Are you learning? Are you growing? That's what matters. Third, break big goals into small, manageable steps. When a goal seems overwhelming, it's easy to quit. But when you break it down into small daily actions, it becomes doable. Don't focus on writing a book, focus on writing a page. Don't focus on losing 100 pounds, focus on making healthy choices today. Small hinges swing big doors. Fourth, develop resilience through self-care. Persistence requires energy. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Prioritize sleep, nutrition, exercise, and mental health. Schedule regular periods of rest and renewal. Resilience isn't just about mental toughness. It's about holistic self-management. Fifth, learn from failure instead of being defined by it. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every failure contains valuable feedback. The question isn't whether you'll fail, it's whether you'll extract the lessons and keep going. Failure is an event, not an identity. 6, surround yourself with the right people. You become like those you spend time with. Distance yourself from chronic complainers and critics. Instead, build relationships with resilient, positive people who believe in your potential and encourage your persistence. 7th, celebrate small victories. The journey to any significant achievement is long. If you wait until you reach the ultimate goal to celebrate, you'll lose motivation. Instead, establish milestones along the way and celebrate when you reach them. Celebration fuels continuation. These principles aren't just nice ideas. They're survival strategies for the difficult middle period of any worthwhile pursuit. When the initial excitement has faded and the destination still seems far away, these principles will keep you moving forward. Persistence isn't just about gritting your teeth and pushing through. It's about developing strategic habits that make continuing easier than quitting. It's about creating an environment, both internal and external, that supports your long-term success. One more crucial principle: learn to distinguish between persistence and stubbornness. Persistence means sticking with your goal while being flexible about your methods. If something isn't working, try a different approach. Don't keep banging your head against the same wall. Find a door. One reason people quit prematurely is that they fail to recognize how far they've already come. When you're in the middle of a challenging journey, it's easy to focus on how far you still need to go rather than appreciating the distance you've already traveled. This is why it's essential to document your journey. Keep a journal, take pictures, record metrics, create tangible evidence of your progress that you can review when discouragement sets in. Think about where you were when you started this journey. What have you learned since then? What skills have you developed? What obstacles have you already overcome? What connections have you made? What insights have you gained? I guarantee you've come further than you realize. Progress often happens subtly below the level of conscious awareness. It's like watching a child grow. Day to day, you don't notice much change. But look at pictures from a year ago, and the transformation is obvious. The same is true of your journey toward your goals. You're growing, developing, and progressing more than you know. Take time to reflect on and celebrate this growth. Another perspective: sometimes what feels like a plateau is actually a foundation being strengthened for your next level of growth. Just as a building must have a solid foundation before it can rise higher, you may be in a season of foundation strengthening that will enable your next breakthrough. Also remember that progress isn't always linear. Sometimes you need to go sideways or even backward before you can move forward again. These apparent detours are part of the process, not deviations from it. When you feel stuck or discouraged, ask better questions. Instead of "why aren't I there yet?" ask, "what am I learning in this season that will serve me later?" Instead of "why is this so hard?" ask, "how is this challenge making me stronger?" You're closer than you think. Your breakthrough may be just around the corner. Don't quit when victory might be one more effort away. Let's be brutally honest about the cost of quitting. When you give up on a dream that's important to you, something inside you dies. A light goes out. Your confidence in yourself diminishes. It becomes easier to quit the next time you face a challenge. Quitting creates a negative compound effect in your life. Each time you surrender to difficulty, you strengthen the quitting muscle. You establish a pattern that can affect every area of your life. Beyond the personal impact, consider who else is affected by your decision to quit. Who is watching you? Who is learning from your example? Who needs the gift that your completed journey would bring to the world? The greatest cost of quitting isn't what you lose today, it's what you lose tomorrow. It's the future you'll never experience, the person you'll never become, the lives you'll never touch. Now contrast this with the rewards of persistence. When you persist through difficulty, you develop character that will serve you in every area of life. You build confidence that becomes the foundation for future achievements. You discover strength you never knew you had. Persistence creates a positive compound effect. Each time you push through difficulty, you strengthen your perseverance muscle. You establish a success pattern that elevates every area of your life. The rewards of persistence extend far beyond the achievement itself. Yes, reaching your goal is wonderful, but who you become in the process is even more valuable. The skills, wisdom, and character you develop will benefit you long after this particular achievement is behind you. Every significant breakthrough in human history came to those who refused to quit. Think about it, the light bulb, the airplane, life-saving medicines, revolutionary technologies, all of these came after hundreds or thousands of failures, after years or decades of persistent effort. What breakthrough might be waiting on the other side of your persistence? What discovery, what achievement, what contribution might never happen if you quit now? The temporary relief of quitting never outweighs the permanent satisfaction of persisting. Choose the harder path with the greater reward. Let me give you practical strategies to strengthen your perseverance when the journey becomes difficult. First, revisit and refine your goal. Is it specific enough? Is it measurable? Is it aligned with your core values? A vague goal generates vague commitment. The clearer your target, the stronger your motivation to continue. Second, create accountability. Tell someone about your commitment. Join a community of people pursuing similar goals. Hire a coach. External accountability keeps you going when internal motivation wanes. Third, develop a perseverance mantra. Find a phrase that resonates with you and repeat it when things get tough. It might be just one more day, or this too shall pass, or I am built for this. Your mantra becomes an anchor during emotional storm. Fourth, use the 5-minute rule. When you feel like quitting, commit to working for just 5 more minutes. Often, getting started is the hardest part, and once you're in motion, you'll continue beyond those 5 minutes. Fifth, visualize your future self. Imagine yourself 10 years from now. Let future you tell present you what to do. Future you has perspective that present you lacks. Future you knows whether quitting is something you'll regret. 6, study persistence role models. Read biographies of people who persisted through difficulties similar to yours. Learn how they thought, what strategies they used, how they framed their challenges. 7th, create a compelling environment. Remove temptations that pull you off course. Surround yourself with visual reminders of your goal. Design your physical space to make persistence easier than quitting. 8th, break challenging tasks into smaller, more manageable segments. Don't think about writing an entire book. Focus on completing 1 chapter. Don't think about losing 50 pounds. Focus on making healthy choices today. 9th, develop mental toughness through progressive challenge. Just as you build physical strength through progressive resistance, you build mental toughness through progressively challenging situations. Intentionally do hard things to strengthen your perseverance muscle. Finally, remember your purpose. Connect your current challenge to your larger life purpose. When you understand how this particular journey fits into the bigger picture of your life, you find strength to continue. These strategies aren't theoretical, they're battle-tested. They've helped countless individuals persist when everything in them wanted to quit. Apply them consistently, and you'll develop unstoppable perseverance. As we conclude tonight, I want to leave you with this final thought. Your breakthrough is just ahead. It may be closer than you think. Many of history's most remarkable breakthroughs came after prolonged periods of apparent failure. Thomas Edison conducted thousands of experiments before inventing a working light bulb. The Wright brothers faced years of setbacks before achieving flight. Countless medical researchers endured decade-long journeys before discovering life-saving treatments. What if they had quit? What if they had surrendered to discouragement? What if they had listened to critics who said it couldn't be done? The world would be darker, less advanced, less healthy, their quitting would have cost not just them, but all of us. The same is true of your journey. Your persistence matters not just for you, but for all who will benefit from your breakthrough. Remember, it's often darkest just before dawn. The moment when you feel like giving up might be the moment right before your breakthrough. The obstacle that seems insurmountable might be the last major hurdle before achievement. I've witnessed this principle countless times. People who persist through the final difficult stretch often discover the breakthrough was waiting just beyond their point of greatest discouragement. The universe seems to test our resolve one final time before delivering the very thing we've been working toward. Consider the reality of the bamboo tree. For 4 years after planting, you see absolutely nothing above the soil. Despite consistent watering and nurturing, there's no visible evidence of growth. To an untrained observer, it appears nothing is happening. Many would dig up the seed and plant something else, but those who understand the bamboo's growth pattern know that during those 4 years, the tree is developing an extensive root system underground. Then in the 5th year, the bamboo shoots upward, growing up to 90 feet in just 6 weeks. Your life works much the same way. There are seasons where you're developing roots, where you're building character, where you're learning essential lessons, where you're establishing foundations. During these seasons, there's little visible progress. But without these seasons, you couldn't sustain the rapid growth that's coming. If you're in a season of invisible growth right now, don't despair. Your roots are expanding. Your foundation is strengthening. You're being prepared for explosive growth that will come at the perfect time. The principle of delay is woven into the fabric of success. Delay isn't denial, it's preparation. The greater the future impact, the greater the preparation required. The higher the building, the deeper the foundation must be. Don't resent the preparation period. Embrace it. It's making you ready for a level of success you couldn't handle without it. I want to tell you something profound. Your past struggles were not punishment. They were preparation. Every disappointment, every setback, every moment of pain has been developing something in you that will be essential for your future. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is random. Every experience contains valuable lessons that are forming you into the person you need to be. Consider a sword. To create a sword of exceptional quality, the metal must be heated, hammered, folded, and reheated repeatedly. This process, which seems destructive, is actually essential. Each heating and hammering makes the metal stronger, more flexible, more resilient. Without this process, the sword would be brittle and break when needed most. You are like that sword. The hammering you've endured isn't destroying you, it's strengthening you. The heat of difficult circumstances isn't consuming you, it's refining you. The folding and refolding of life's challenges isn't diminishing you, it's making you more resilient. Let me ask you a powerful question. What if the very thing you're going through right now is preparing you for an opportunity that hasn't even revealed itself yet? What if your current struggle is developing the exact strength, wisdom, or character trait you'll need for your next level? Most people quit because they can't connect their current pain to their future purpose. But when you understand that every difficulty is developing something essential in you, you can endure with hope and even gratitude. There's a mysterious timing to break through. It rarely comes when we expect it or on our preferred schedule, but it comes at the perfect time when we're fully prepared to receive it and make the most of it. I've seen people receive their breakthrough after 10 years of persistent effort. I've seen others receive it after 20. The timeline isn't what matters. What matters is that they didn't quit. They understood that persistence itself is success. The journey is the destination. The person you become along the way is the greatest achievement. I challenge you tonight. Give your dream one more day, then another, and another. Persistence isn't about making one big heroic effort. It's about showing up consistently, day after day, especially when it's difficult. What separates extraordinary achievers from ordinary ones isn't talent or opportunity or resources. It's their response to difficulty. When ordinary people hit obstacles, they look for escape routes. When extraordinary people hit obstacles, they look for ways through, over, under, or around. They refuse to be denied. They maintain unwavering belief in their vision, even when evidence is lacking. Develop this mindset. I will not be denied. Not out of arrogance, but out of deep conviction in your purpose. When you decide that quitting is simply not an option, you force your mind to find solutions instead of excuses. You activate creative thinking that wouldn't emerge if retreat remained an option. There's one more crucial truth I must share. Breakthrough often requires a radical change in approach. If you've been doing the same things for years without results, persistence doesn't mean continuing those same ineffective methods. It means maintaining your commitment to the goal while being willing to try different approaches. Sometimes the key to breakthrough is finding a mentor who has already achieved what you're pursuing. Sometimes it's acquiring a new skill. Sometimes it's forming strategic partnerships. Sometimes it's simplifying your approach. Be flexible about your methods while remaining committed to your vision. You have everything you need to persist. You have the capacity to endure more than you know. You have wisdom gained from every challenge you've already overcome. You have a purpose worth fighting for. Don't quit now. You're closer than you think. Your breakthrough is just ahead. And when it comes, when, not if, it will be sweeter because of every obstacle you overcame to reach it. The world needs your completed journey. We need your breakthrough. We need the gift that only you can give. Press on. Persist. Prevail. Your time is coming. And it may be closer than you think.